Hello, welcome back. It's your girl Rosalie. I'm so excited you're here. You know, I was just thinking earlier that I kind of wish, not just kind of, like it would be pretty epic on a grand level, on a grandiose level, if Michael Jackson was still around and he was like sitting here with me. I know that's like a crazy dream, but I was just daydreaming that for just a split second. And I thought, wouldn't that be so cool? Imagine if the Michael Jackson was sitting here right next to me and we were listening to some of his stuff together. What would his face look like if Michael Jackson was reacting to one of his own songs, like reacting to himself, or watching me react to himself? It's just like a funny thought to me, but I could just imagine him smiling, maybe a little embarrassed the way he was when he, spoke to Diana. I just am intrigued by his person, and I think it would have been so cool just to experience him personally in person. But we're going to check out more of Michael Jackson, even if he is not here with us physically. I want to check out with you a song that is very special to many of you, Man in the Mirror. We're going to check out the official video.
Gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. Gonna make a difference. Gonna make it right. As I turn up the collar on my favorite winter coat, this wind is blowing my mind. I see the kids in the street with not enough to eat. Who am I to be blind, pretending not to see their need? A son's disregard, a broken bottle top, and a one-man soul. They follow each other on the wind, you know, 'cause they got nowhere to go. That's why no one got to know. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If they wanna make the world a better place, take a look at yourself and then make a change. Na 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 na. I've been a victim of a selfish kind of love. It's time that I realize there was someone home, not a nickel to love. Could it be really me pretending that they're not alone?
Man, I have not listened to these lyrics fully ever the way that I am now. And I got to say, these lyrics are deep. This video is so importantly real and honest. It breaks my heart that it seems we have learned nothing. But what a powerful song. And I'm so grateful that Michael Jackson used his platform to share messages like this. And from what I understand, also actually did try to help many people. Talk to me in the comments. I know many of you MJ fans know more about this, where he actually made a change and got involved. But I'm proud of him for using his platform for songs like this. And that's why I want his music to live on, because this is the kind of stuff that people need to hear as we become more callous and hard and desensitized and overstimulated and oversaturated by all the bad news. And people may want to increasingly turn a blind eye because it just feels too heavy to bear. These kinds of songs can bring that humanity back to our forefront, where we are reminded, no, we can't turn a blind eye. We can't pretend that these people are not alone, that there isn't a problem here.
Me pretending that they're not alone. Oh, well, oh, deeply scarred, somebody's broken heart, and a washed out dream. They follow the pattern of the.
That was poignant, showing MLK, who is famous for his speech, I had a dream, and talking about a washed out dream, right? We have these hopes and dreams, we have these visions, but they become washed out because we're not doing anything about it.
They follow the pattern of the wind, you see, 'cause they got no place to be. That's why I'm starting with me. I'm starting with the man in the mirror. I'm asking him to change his ways, and no message could have been any clearer. If you wanna make the world feel real good. Some more.
Sorry. This is all heavy. But then subtitles, Shimon. You know, like slang for come on. But it's just funny to read it there in the subtitles. This is like, I feel like I'm having like just such conflicting emotions. I'm laughing while I'm crying. It's switching now, a lot of the footage to these hungry kids actually getting help. Politicians and people coming together, shaking hands, agreeing on something, smiling. Kids getting saved and helped and rescued. You know, the footage has changed now too. Someone being helped. And I want us to pay attention to, it's so fitting to that crescendo of the song, you know, the drums kicking in harder, Michael Jackson taking off with his voice. It's mind-blowing to me how every single song of his is just legendary. It's just crazy to me. I have not heard one single bad MJ song. Like, not one where I'm like, you know, like, one hit after the other, meaningful, of substance, of something to talk about, something to be entertained by. And as that crescendo is kicking in and he's just taking off and the background choir is bringing in the beautiful, you know, soulful feeling, the footage is changing. And that affects us. You know, I want us to pay attention to how that feels, that desperation, the grief we feel when we see the hurting kids and the war and the explosions and the nukes and the missiles and the soldiers and starving kids, that feeling compared to what it feels like when you see someone being helped, a baby being saved, a kid having food, people agreeing and smiling and hugging each other. Pay attention to that contrast of the emotion we feel, one versus the other. Most people feel grieved at war and destruction. Most people feel relief when there's unity, but it starts with the man in the mirror. And I love the honesty. It's not pointing fingers. It's not saying, oh, this world is so corrupt. And don't get me wrong, there's a time and a place for those kinds of songs, to call out corrupt systems, to talk about who is to blame for a certain situation, to address issues. There's a time and a place for that. But the song here focuses really on every one of us taking action and looking at ourselves in the mirror, the person that you see looking back at you when you look in the mirror. And I think that is so powerful, because if we all started living that way, the world would be a completely different place. Most of the time, because we're busy pointing fingers at each other or somebody else, the division increases. And that's what you have to note, even in social media and the propaganda, the agendas that a lot of these posts and these narratives have, is one of division. You don't see a lot of posts or the mass medias or a lot of corporations that have a lot of money backing them, backed by the billionaires, sending us messages such as, hey, unite. Let's get back to we the people. Do your best in your community. You can make a difference. Educate yourself on the politics in your local town. Go find ways to vote for the kind of mayor that has policies you agree with. This is how you can farm your own land and where you can find good crops and how you can avoid unhealthy pesticides. And this is how you can circumvent ways to pay expensive medical bills. And this is where you can get help for such and such. No, you have to go above and beyond to find those kinds of resources. You have to find the outlier accounts that highlight that. You have to go do the work to find that information. You have to know somebody or know where to search or really make an effort. The easy to come by stuff is the stuff that causes division, is the stuff that has you believing it's them or it's him or it's her. Of course, because that's where the money is at, because that's how they can control people. So I really hope that this song just gets a whole new wave of attention.
It's gonna feel real good. Some more. Just live yourself. You know, you got to start with yourself. I gotta make that change today.
Today, yes.
You got to start with yourself. Start with yourself.
What's that sign say? June 87, open the vacant building. Month for the homeless. June 87, that was a month before I was born. And he's addressing it all, from warfare to hunger issues to farming issues, to the animal, taking care of the animals, the child reaching for the dolphin or the whale, the whales here. It's like taking care of children, the animals, people. He's addressing it all. No wonder they wanted to get rid of him. No wonder they wanted to get rid of that man. Ah, Michael, 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 Michael. Ah, you guys, one hit after the other, one song of substance after the other. This song is very self-explanatory. I'm not gonna go into detail about the psychology behind the lyrics because obviously it's very self-explanatory. But what I do love is, like I said, that builds up and where he just gets into that gospel-y, choir feel. It feels songs and spirituals and hymns type of vibe, which, spirituals and hymns were birthed from slavery, African American slaves who were struggling and hurting and suffering immensely. And out of that pain, songs, hymns, spirituals being birthed. When a gospel choir comes in like that with that call and response and the ad-libbing in the end, it feels very powerful. It adds to that emotional oomph. It also feels like an exclamation mark on what he is trying to communicate. The way that he keeps bringing it back to on the focus on the man in the mirror. I love that because it comes across as a very unifying song. This is about us, we the people. We got to get back to what it's about. But he is also making it individually based because everyone will have to look at the man in the mirror. It's not just all of us looking at the man in the Michael Jackson's mirror or the man in his or her mirror, whoever that may be, but into your mirror. And I think there's something so powerful. My sweet friend and neighbor said that a while back, how she feels like the focus is so much out there. Media has us often focused on what's happening out there or on the other side of the world. And there's this overstimulation about bad news and tragedies and things happening around the world that we can't do much about. But there is not enough focus on our local community, what we can do. And I think if people started doing the next right thing, to put it in Anna and Elsa's terms, Anna from Frozen, to do the next right thing, if we did more of that in our communities, we could really make a difference. If we started learning to do the best in our core family, in our home, on our street, in our little town, everywhere would start being affected by it. And that is not to say that there's not a place for people to go across the earth and go reach out and do humanitarian relief and help when there's crises around the world. That is not to say just take care of me and mine. That's not what I mean. But I mean if that's where we start. Start with the man in the mirror. Start in your local community. And if everyone did that, every community would be benefited. But I just love the honesty of this song. I admire Michael Jackson. Every song powerful, painful to watch, hard to watch, but so important that this is shown to the next generation, that this doesn't die out with, us millennials, but that the next generation sees and finds value in this and that this keeps living on. And that no matter how hard corporations and these billionaires behind the media and behind these corporations try to divide and confuse us, that it is we the people and that we need to start with the man in the mirror. So let this be a song that unifies, but that also holds us accountable as individuals. Talk to me in the comments about what this song means to you. I often ask you guys, what's your favorite song by this artist? What else should I listen to? I often ask you, how do you interpret this song? But I'd like to get personal today, as much as you feel comfortable to share. Talk to me in the comments about how this song has personally changed you. What did you do when you first heard this, if you were truly changed by it? And if not, and it just happened now watching this with me, what are you going to do? Let's be practical. Let's be practical. I'm personally, for me, just to lead by example, I want to start getting better at finding ways that I can use this channel to help causes and organizations that I trust and that I can support and believe in. I loved last year being big about the Tap Cancer Out fundraiser because I was competing in a Tap Cancer Out jiu-jitsu competition. I was raising funds for this organization because they give into various organizations that are in the fight against cancer, that are trying to help cancer patients. It was a cause personal and deep and personal and precious to my heart. But my goal is going to be to start brainstorming ideas how I can use this platform even more to help people in need and organizations in need that are making a difference around the world. Talk to me in the comments what you want to do, what you're going to do. What does practically looking at the man or woman in the mirror mean for you today? And then let's go do that. And let's hold ourselves accountable. Check in with each other if you like. Hey, have you done that this week? Have you done that? Did you do what you said you were going to do? In a loving, supportive way. Let's do that. And keep coming here to check out more music. Go subscribe. Have a look around at my other videos. Thank you for your support. I will see you on the next ride. Remember, you are loved and you matter. Now go look at the man, the woman in the mirror, and make a change. I'll see you on the next ride. Ayo!